All right, you guys, good morning and welcome into today's Be the Change team meeting. I'm super excited today because we have a guest on our call, Miss Katie Myers, who is an amazing woman. She's been through a lot, you guys, and she's going to share a little bit about her story and also help us with how to rock our challenge group. So I need help with that. I know a lot of us sometimes get frustrated because we hear crickets, like nothing when we post. I'm actually going through that right now in my clean eating group. There's just not a lot of people in there. And so I'm posting, and I actually did a trick today that Katie showed me, and I was nervous to do it in my regular challenge group, but I tried it today, and I actually have some people that are commenting that. So I'll let her tell you guys, and then I'll tell you like how I did it. But okay, so I just want to do a couple of announcements real quick. So first off, I am going to screen share, if I can get to it. Okay. All right, so I want to announce our top producer from the month of October. And she's on the call, Miss Laura Halford. So let's give her a hand. Yay! So one thing that I'm super psyched about for Laura is she's a brand new coach. This to me shows everybody that anybody can hit FB10. You just have to put your mind to it, okay? And like I mentioned to you guys before, when I first became a coach, my first month I hit FC5. My second month, I think it was 8. And then I was like, you know what? If I can do 8, I can do 10. And then I hit 12. And I'm like, if I can do 12, I can push myself to 15, you know? And you just keep pushing yourself. And that's exactly what Laura did. And I'm super excited. So I just wanted to say congratulations, Laura. Keep up the good work. Okay. And then if you guys have not gone into your back office yet to see all the announcements, make it a habit to go back there. Sometimes they announce things and it's not just in the beginning of the month. They'll sometimes add in new incentives. So you may want to make sure you don't miss anything. So make it a habit to go in at least, you know, maybe once a week and just kind of see what's up, what's going on. You know, if you missed the Monday morning wake-up call, you can actually go back and rewatch that and re-listen to that. So that's always fun. But with our own team, our new Coach Basics just started yesterday. So if you have not added yourself to Coach Basics, you're a new coach, or you're maybe a coach that's been around for a year, and you need a refresher, you can start with us. So just make sure that you request to get added into that group. It's definitely not too late. Also, if you hit Emerald the month of October, please let me know, because I want to make sure I'm working with you to push to Diamond, okay? We'll actually have one-on-one calls, really important for us to go over your goals. And it's a different game when you're starting to push to Diamond. So I want to make sure that we actually work very closely together. And then for challenge packs, as you probably saw, Size and Size Kickstart are on sale, okay? This is actually my favorite program. I love to dance. I talk about it all the time. I attract people that love to dance because I'm talking about it all the time. I used to be on the dance team. I miss it. And so, like, when Shaun T came out with this program, it excited me so much, you know, because I know that dance gives you abs like nothing else. When you combine it with eating right, you guys can definitely get abs with dancing. It's awesome. And one thing that I love that they did this month is they included the portion control containers in the basic size. I don't think they're doing it in the Kickstart, but for sure the basic size kit. All right, you guys, so we are going to get right into our content. So I'm going to unmute Katie, and after she talks a little bit, I'll unmute everybody. So if you guys have questions as she's talking, or if you already know of something, you can just type it in the chat, or we can ask it at the end. So however you guys want to do that. But Katie is very giving, and so I know that she's giving up her time, so I want to respect that And then also, I know that she's very open to sharing what works. Okay, so let's bring her on. Okay, hold on. La la la. Oh, you did. Okay, thank you. Hi, Katie.
Okay, hi guys. So I started coaching in February when I found out I was pregnant, and the hours working a personal trainer, they just plain they suck. You can get to a point where you have your own studio and you're yada yada, and you set your own hours, and that's great, but that's not the position that I'm in, or I was in. My husband wasn't making a lot of money. Don't tell him I said that. So I kept seeing Anita's post, and I didn't know how we were friends. I just thought she was a bikini competitor, and I was in between fitness competitions. That's how I got pregnant. So I guess she friended me in some group, and she posted about, if you have a passion for fitness, make it into a career. I don't even know what it was. So I messaged her and I said, I want to do what you do. And I got the whole script. And so I was like, no, you don't understand. Like, I'm pregnant. I don't want to do PIO. I want to do the fix. I want to see what the meal plan's all about. And like, I've already talked to my doctor about the shakes. Like, I'm ready. And so anyways, scripted later, I started my first challenge group. And I just, I fell in love with the fact that people actually showed up every day, and it was a way to help hold myself accountable. That was a big reason why I wanted to do it too. I'm a big emotional eater. I love my sweets, and I knew that, like, I wasn't ready to be pregnant. I was scared out of my mind of all these selfish reasons for it. But then I had a really tough pregnancy. So basically, since I've been in Beachbody, this has been the hardest time of my life. I thought it was bad having a tough pregnancy, and I carried like I was 9.5 months at 4 months. And so that was it was just hard. I never had those happy hormones. I'm really hoping that next time I do. I never had, I was up all night anyways. So I just jumped right into the business, didn't do my training, didn't do anything because I felt so bad. But I showed up in my challenge groups, and whatever I asked them to do, I was doing. And I was posting my meals every day. I was posting when I cheated. I was posting my workouts, videotaping myself, enormous, working out like at an antique shop / car wash, because that was when I had the time to get it in. Like, just ridiculous stuff like that, to say, hey, look, I'm doing this. You guys can do this too. And so then my water broke at 28 weeks, and we knew she was sick, but we had no doubt in our minds that she wasn't coming home, because she was in the best hands. And, we have one of the best children's hospitals in Charleston, and everything looked like it was going to be okay. It wasn't a life or death thing from what we thought when I was still pregnant. So anyways, that was not the case. And we had 2 of the best and worst weeks of my life with her in the NICU. So that's my story, I guess. I've always suffered from depression, anxiety, and panic attacks. And when I was like 20, I started working out, and I just really wanted to be skinny. I would be like, my butt's too big, my arms are too big. And I didn't, whatever. I was 20. So then I was like, holy crap, I haven't had a panic attack in a month. And So, as I mature, then I'm like, okay, this is, I have to work out. Like, this is not an option. Like, I'm a crazy person when I don't. And my husband will be like, here are your gym shoes, Katie, go. Like, go do something, whatever you need to do. So, and now I work out because I want to feel strong. It's a powerful feeling as a woman to feel strong. So that those are my whys, I guess. And my challenge groups, you just got to run them like a boss. They paid you to do this. And like when I was put in new coach training, maybe I would have participated if someone had said, Katie Myers, why aren't you showing up today? But I didn't, so I didn't. And there's a lot of, I'm learning now because I never did that training. Like, I'm learning how to schedule my posts. This is a little late in the game to just now be learning that. I just make sure that I'm there every day. Like, I went to bed crying. I woke up crying. I pretty much just stopped crying for this call. And you better believe that I have gone in there and I've put 5 things I'm grateful for in all 4 groups that I'm running. Because that's, I have to lead by example and show, hey, yeah, I'm having a shitty day. And that is when you need to practice gratitude the most. And that's when you need to get your workout in the most. And yeah, nobody likes to meal prep, but you do it. Or, so my daily check-ins are meals, shakes, and water. And we aim for a gallon. And I put an inspiring thing picture. And then I do gratitude check-in and workout check-in. And then I do like the fun little challenges that everybody else does. But like I do them too. There's a picture of me with my water bottle, and I'll try to outplank people so I don't have to give a prize away. I'm broke over here now. But I've definitely been outplanked a lot of times. What else do I do? I just call people out. Like, if I've reached out to them or if I call them out and they still don't come back, like I had a girl in my group and she and I are friends, and I really felt like this was the right time for her to be doing this. And we had found each other again at the right time. We were friends from high school, and she's just been having a really hard time with postpartum depression. So the first week of our group, she found out she was pregnant, and then she miscarried. So, I am a hard ass in my group, but I also do reach out and say, hey, what's up? And I try to make a connection with them to where they'll tell me something like that and not feel, not think twice, but to say, here's what's up. This is why I haven't been in the group. And, I've kept reaching out to her, and she's just, she's not ready to be in the group now, and that's fine. But then there's situations where I encourage everybody to, if you're going out to eat, which I don't want you to, for 3 weeks, then I want you to tell me, everyone had a pass for Halloween. Duh. Everyone will have a pass for Thanksgiving. But like the weekend before Halloween, so this girl, she messaged me. She's like, she told me about the party. She was like, I was like, ooh, that does sound fun. I really don't want you to miss that. So let's talk game plan. Let's take it into the group and let's talk your game plan. And just because I'm letting her go out doesn't mean everybody else gets to. And then, so if people are out and they didn't tell me, then, and I see it on their wall, I'm like, pump the brakes, hold the phone. Like, we did not talk about this. What did you order? It looks like you're having wine. So, and I made the mistake of letting so many people roll over into my challenge groups from previous groups. And I finally started a lifetime group. Another thing I probably would have learned had I done some training. So now people go into my lifetime group and they're always welcome to come back, whether they're getting shakes or not, to a private group, to the smaller group. So the only program I sell is the 21-Day Fix and 21-Day Fix Extreme because of the meal plan. It's just, you know, I mean, even though I'm like, you can look up and see what those cups are, and I know what they are. It's just something about having that, you know, it's a visual and it's a, you know, it's for all the components of learning, visual, auditory, and touch, whatever. But I think that is what makes it such a fantastic meal plan. I mean, you can read a meal plan all day long, but I don't know. It's just something about having all those components together. They really hit the nail on the head with that one. So, I think that's all.
You're awesome. Okay, before I forget and I meet everybody, let's all smile and take a picture, okay? Hold on. Ready? Go. Okay. All right, let me just make sure it came out. Hold on. Hold the phone. Because you know why? We can use this in one of our posts today. Okay. Yep, okay, it's good. All right, so here is one thing that I just want to share that I did with you guys, and you totally like talked about it, so I'm so excited. Calling people out. Okay, you guys, I just started that kick the candy to the curb free clean eating thing, and for the most part in my clean eating groups, there's a lot of participation most of the time. But I only have 12 people in it, and normally I have hundreds, like 100 to 200 people easy. But I didn't advertise soon enough, okay? So write that down. Give yourself a week to advertise about new groups at least.
I'm starting mine today.
Yeah. So I did post all day long yesterday, my normal stuff. I could see people were seeing it, but no one commented. No one has introduced themselves, told me why they're in there. I'm like, what? So I did a trick that Katie's, I'm sorry, I keep calling you Cody. That's my sentence. Sorry. So she told us a trick in Utah about how she calls people out and how she actually will say, I can see that you guys are seeing it. Why aren't you commenting? And she'll like tag a person's name. Shania, I can see you seeing this. Why aren't you, you know what I mean? So it's so funny to me because in my mind, I'm like, won't that like offend somebody? Won't they get, turned off? Won't they pull themselves out of the group? But you know what? What is the number one reason why people join us? Because they can join any freaking diet program, and they have accountability, right? Okay, that is what people always come and tell me that they are lacking from all the other programs they've ever done is accountability. So if they're paying us for that, I really feel like we need to give it to them and not be shy about it, right?
So this is another thing with personal training, like you see them for 30 minutes to an hour, twice a week, sometimes once a week, and then you don't know what the heck they're doing the rest of the week. You give them a meal plan, they don't follow it. You give them homework, they don't do it. And this is why this is different. And this is why, like, I enjoy this so much. Yeah, you're totally right with that. And they picked you over other coaches.
Yes.
You know, like, I mean, I'm sure that, you know, most of the people that sign up with you, that you're not the first Beachbody coach that is on their news feed, you know?
Mm-mm.
So they picked you, and you've got to show up for them and stay on their butt.
Yeah, exactly. And I like to share with people what I learned along the way instead of just like we have those daily ideas to post. But one thing that Katie shared too in Utah is yes, we have that guideline, okay? And we have a couple different guidelines that Anita has given to us to have, 30-day different posts. And I think that when you run probably your first couple of groups, you probably want to use that more so because you're getting used to running groups and used to what to post and things like that. But I want to encourage you guys, don't be scared or nervous to, if something goes into your brain that day and you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm struggling with this is how I overcame this today. Don't be nervous to share that inside your challenge groups and even inside your team pages once you get your own team and you have your own team page, because those are the type of reality things that people get inspired by. And sometimes some of the posts I feel might come off a little scripted sounding. And so I think if it's more more real, I think that we'll probably get more responses inside the group too. Don't you think, Katie?
Yeah, definitely. I will say though, the one part about Anita's script is that when she makes people share, on their own page.
Oh, yeah.
That is like when I've strayed from the script completely, that's one thing that I forgot to implement in. And that's always just such a good way to get your name out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so too, especially when they tag you as their coach. Like, I've been in this group with my coach, blah, 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 and they tag your name, and here's my, experience so far. I don't know how the reaction that you get, but I tend to get more people doing that if there's a prize involved. Most of the time, people are very apprehensive to even talk about the fact that they're in a diet challenge.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they want it to be a secret and they don't want to share it until they've had more results or something, So that's what I find. People don't really want to do that, but they tend to do it more for me when there's a prize involved. So I don't know if you run into that.
Yeah. Yes, prizes are big.
Yeah.
And headbands, that's all I got.
Where do you get those headbands at anyways?
Hippie Runner.
Hippie Runner?
Uh-huh. It just, obviously, it's Facebook saw that I clicked on it once, and it's been following me forever. So finally, I was just like, whatever, I'm just going to use these.
That's cool.
I was giving away big prizes, and that was just not in my budget.
Yeah.
I can't wait till it is.
Yeah, I was doing that too for a while. I was giving away programs and different things. But now what I try and do, I made it my goal for, I think it was September, for when we earned the P90X. I made it my goal to make sure I hit Success Club and my husband's account so that I could get 2 of them. So I had something to give away.
Me too, and I didn't get to.
You didn't? Did your husband and you hit Success Club?
Yeah.
I would call him if you haven't already, because I got my 2. I took a big picture. I'm going to post about it later. All right, so let me unmute everybody and see if anyone else has any questions. Okay. You guys are all unmuted. Ask away.
Okay. Katie, I did have a question. I was wondering, how many challenge groups do you run a month? I heard you say that you're doing 4 right now.
Okay, so I have my lifetime group, and I have my challenge group, and then I run Anita's. So I run her lifetime and her challenge group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm struggling right now because I have people buying challenge packs at different times of the month.
Okay.
Wondering, do I wait for them all to do 1, or do I run 2 with smaller groups of people?
Wait, because that is, your challenge groups are so hard to get into that people have to wait. you know, that just creates even more of a sense of urgency that you're not going to let people start late. Like, that's how special your groups are, you know? So, yeah, I went through that too. And people don't get the same experience when they jump in late. You know, they miss those first posts, and I don't know. I mean, one of my best coaches right now, she actually jumped in late, but there is something about when people wait, like, have it for 2 weeks and really get to, like, open their program and get to do it right. And yeah, so I make them wait.
Okay.
So you run one challenge group a month?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how does that affect your success? Do you feel like you have less points when you only run one per month, or?
No, so I ran, oh my God, I ran 3 for Team Cup.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. We did that too, huh, Lori? We did like 4.
That did not work for me. Because I couldn't show up in every group. I was so overwhelmed. And because it was all different start dates, like, and I was traveling, I didn't know who's, like, everybody's coaches were in it together. Like, I didn't know whose was even my people. They were just way too big. Too big of group. I don't know. Yeah, I just one. And it just creates a bigger sense of urgency, I think. Because, you know, I'm only taking 10 people and there's only 4 spots left. So I always use that too.
I went through the same thing, Laura. In the beginning, I was only running one group. And for me, and I know this is going to be different for everybody, and you have to remember that this is your own business and you can test different things, and what works for you might not work for someone else, you know, but definitely test it and see. If you want to run 2 groups, you could always, you know, try it and see how you feel during, you know, running those 2, and then you can try it with just running one and see, you know, which, there's really no right or wrong way. It really is up to how you want to run your business. I can tell you for myself, I wanted to have that sense of urgency 2 times a month. I didn't want to wait until the end of the month. And so for myself, I wanted to take my business up, a step up in the game, and I wanted to have more SC points. And for me, I have found that I get more SC points when I run 2 groups a month, because I'm having 2 deadlines to give that sense of urgency more often than just one. So that has personally worked for me.
Really?
But again, it's different for everybody. Like, I used to struggle with panic attacks. I think if I was still, that might be way too many groups. Sometimes it does get overwhelming, but I use the same stuff all the time, so I don't really feel like I'm having to come up with new things for separate groups, you know?
And like, how many people will you have in each group?
It really depends. Anywhere from 5 to 10, sometimes more. I don't know. It just depends. Right now, the one I just started on Monday has, no, not Monday. Whatever the last Monday was that the 26th, I think?
Yeah.
That one has 5 people. And I was putting people in there because it was kind of a slower month. I was putting people in there, even though the group had started a couple days after. But then after that, I was like, no, they'll go into the next one. Because then after 1 or 2 days, they definitely have missed too much, in my opinion. So, but yeah, that's how I do it. So Katie, when you post about your meals, shakes, and water post, is that all one post? Like when you go to post that in the group, is it like you know, in one post you're writing, share your meal, share your shake, share your water? Or is that 3 different posts?
No, that's one. I was doing it in 3 different posts, and that's too many posts a day.
Okay. So it's like share what flavor Shakeology you drank, or how you...
Yeah, share a picture.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to share a picture, but yeah, just whatever, however you made your shake, you can put it in with your BSL, you know, breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like throughout the day, people will be like, halfway through my water. Or they'll be like, oh my God, I'm just starting.
I'm going to be up all night peeing. Great.
Yeah. The key is to get a fourth of it in, like right when you wake up, just to chug it.
I know. I try and chug like 1, sometimes 2 in the morning. 1 even before I come downstairs, because I'm so thirsty in the morning, because my body's so used to having so much water, you know, that I can down 1 like no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, another question.
Oh.
Sorry. Workout, is that in the same post, or is that a separate?
That's separate.
So is that like midday and then gratitudes at the end of the day?
No. That's all first thing in the morning.
Even gratitude?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because people can check in with their meals anytime they want to. It's whenever their day allows them to come and type it in.
Okay. But it's
then there's no
right?
there's no excuse for you not to put what you're eating, because you know what you're eating all week, right? You meal plan. And if you didn't,
yeah. So when you go to post, you're actually putting 3 separate posts in, but all in the morning.
At 8 o'clock, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the question I had. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'll post. I pretty much just do then, and then I'll do a nighttime post, unless it's like a planking post or a, you know, like the squat post or the yoga one or whatever. I stick to those. But then sometimes I'll just add in fun challenges, like if I'm bored and at work in between clients, which now that my business has grown, that doesn't happen so much anymore, where just everyone videotape themselves and time themselves how long they can hold a glute bridge.
Oh, man. We should all do that one today. As part of our team call. Let's all hold a glute bridge. You can't drop your hips.
Keep your abs in.
Keep your abs in. Oh my gosh, like a board. Those are hard. Sorry, do you have any questions, hon?
Yeah, I like that. Oh.
Come on. You know you want to ask Katie something.
I'd be nervous. The calling out, I'd be nervous about, but I like it. It's edgy.
Well, I mean, you're their like drill sergeant. Do it.
Yeah.
We're the GI Jane.
Mine's been quite. My challenge group has been quiet so far. But that started like this week.
Yeah, it's your first one too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't let it go down like that, especially at the beginning. Like you cannot let it start off like that.
Okay.
Because they only get slower as the weeks go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd imagine you have to set the tone right away. Mm-hmm.
I feel like I post so much in it. I guess calling out would be the next step. Okay.
So I have one of my girls, she posts a lot in hers too. And I just don't know, maybe she's over posting in it.
Yeah.
Okay, that much. But
I don't know. But yeah, I don't. She had like, it was like just dead in there. And I mean, you know, a lot of times there are people that are doing the program and you won't hear from them the whole month, and then all of a sudden, like on their Facebook, they're like, "I lost 10 pounds." Thanks, Katie, and you're like, "What? You're doing this?"
That happened to me a lot, actually.
I'm running my first challenge group by myself right now from last month, and it's kind of crickets. I did bring over a couple of my people that I had in your group that you let me tag in for a bit, Heather. And it's still crickets, and I thought, having my mom and some of my close friends in there, they'd pipe up more. So I think I'm going to call them out. I've been using like a mix of the Beachbody challenge group scripts.
I haven't even seen that.
What, you haven't seen that? Oh, yeah, so you just go in under product tools, and then they have different posts with pictures like nutrition, motivation, fitness, and different things.
And they're separate for each program.
Yeah. So I've been doing like a mix of the ones that the people are doing. So I think I'm going to incorporate those check-in posts and then those fun challenge posts that Anita and Heather use.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll encourage participation along with some calling out.
And just give them a headband.
I just looked at that site. That's a good deal.
They get to pick which headband they want. They're all the same price. It's like $10 with shipping.
Wow, that's good.
I mean, it's not.
But we're gonna end it here because we're gonna get cut off. So,
It was so nice to meet y'all.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much, Katie.
So much. Thank you. And thank you guys for joining today's team call. If you're on the recording, make sure you let me know that you watched, okay? So you can go into our team drawing. All right, I will talk to you guys later.
Hey guys, this helped my day.
Good. I'm
Good.
Love you, Katie. All right, love you guys. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.